Hmm. Okay, good. All right. Okay. I'm like, because I'm getting alerts that I've got 18% of frames have been dropped over the last 2 minutes, and that's a substantial number of frames. I feel okay. So yeah, so people with good internet, great. People with less good internet, I'm recording this, so I'll just post it afterwards. And also, in the Discord course material channel, I made basically a 15-minute version of this that's just the good stuff and doesn't just involve me talking randomly. And there's also the lecture slides themselves are there. So we're gonna try and make this whole whatchamacallit, remote situation as good as possible. So you guys, are you guys still in school, or have they canceled that yet? I don't know. I'm curious. Mm-hmm. How do I? Oh yeah. Turn off inherit rotation for all of these. Also, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually keep Twitch open on my phone while I work, so that I can actually keep track of this. Mm-hmm. Can't you guys? So some of you guys are canceled. Some of you guys are not canceled. What? I had school today. Ah. That's rough. That's so rough, guys. Thing is, oh, oh, it's a follower. I'm like, what was that noise? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Paps, but someone took my name. Okay. Do you guys have? Oh, one second. Let's see if I can fix that. It was too loud. Desktop audio device. Let's see. Is that better? You want to quit your school right now. Yeah, that's what happens when someone follows. You get that dancing girl. And so I'm still setting this up. I haven't used Twitch in a while, so like bear with me. I only ever really use it to stream like game jam games. So okay. All right. Turn off my. Yes, okay, good. All right. Turn off. I haven't used Twitch in a while, so like bear with me. It's me. Okay. Okay. So that's sitting over there happily. Okay, so it says we have 22 viewers, which I assume includes 2 duplicates of me. So I think we're good to go. So welcome. Not that many. Yeah, chat's on screen. So enjoy that. Let me see if I can move that a little bit. Where's my chat box? I'm gonna move it up slowly. There it goes. There we go. Now you can enjoy it. No, you know what? Actually, I'm going to put it down here because that's where all the cool kids put it anyways. There we go. Haha. Your first time using Twitch? Yeah, it's a wild ride. Welcome. Okay. All right. So, looks like all of you guys' models are coming in. So as I set up in general, you don't have an account, but you're still watching. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you can just take the .blend file. So when you save in Blender, it saves it as a .blend file, and you can just save that to a file, and then take that file and just put it into Discord in your progress, and then I'll be able to open it. Perfect. Yeah, people are getting it. Nice, nice, nice. Honey Bun's officially in the house. TM. Nice. Oh, Alex, this is legit. This, this is so charming in like a terrifying Toy Story kind of way. I love it. Ooh, everybody's making good progress. Nice. Okay. All right. So I'm looking forward to seeing these. Oh, nice. You guys are doing great jobs. Okay. So that we'll go over later. So basically today, we're gonna learn how to rig. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You can do stuff like this. You can create abominations that do weird stuff. And you're like, eh. You can do the splits. And you can go full exorcist if you want to. So, power pose. I wanna render it. Oh, right. New rendering is strange. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna save. Okay, so let's start with the slideshow because that's always fun. Blender dancing. Wait, smooth circles until. Oh yeah, you can. All you have to do is go to the object and object shade smooth, and you can like toggle it back and forth. Yeah, that's how you do that. I'm gonna see if I can get. Is this really high up? My screen to show properly. Display capture. Turn off this. Okay, we're in the infinities now. Alright, so now you should be seeing. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna look at this slideshow real quick, and then I'm gonna basically walk you guys through how to set up. I'm making bones. He's a skeleton. How to do that. So it is an amazing pineapple, isn't it? All right. So basically, long story short, and I'll go through this quickly here so I can go through it slowly in the actual. Why is my computer like trying to take off for the moon? It's doing too many things at once. I'll go through it quickly here, and we'll do it slowly in the actual Blender engine. So, what a character uses for a skeleton, they call it an armature. And an armature is made out of bones. All right? I'm not used to reading the chat and doing it, so if I get like distracted, sorry. All right, so basically we're gonna let down a bone, and we're gonna turn on its X-ray mode so we can see it through the mesh, and then we're gonna go into edit mode with the bone. We're going to extrude a bone out of it. So just like we were doing meshes, we're going to press E to extrude, and then we're going to move it up by disconnecting it with Alt-P, and we'll go through all of this, move it up, and we're going to basically keep extruding out of this bone until we have all of our limbs. And so this is, it looks complicated right now, but it's actually super duper simple. And then we're going to attach our mesh to our skeleton because it doesn't actually know that it's inside of a mesh yet. It just, oh, thank you, by the way. I like this headphone too. My cat tried to destroy it, but I got it fixed, and I showed her. So you take the mesh, you take the skeleton, you press Control B, and you give it an armature to form with empty groups so that we'll set them ourselves. So now we have to set those groups ourselves, which essentially involves us going and taking pieces of the mesh and then assigning them to the bones, which we have just created. And so we'll go over all that. And you can also do it in a very interesting way, which is called weight paint mode, which is what this looks like, this sort of blue and red, and we'll go through this as well. And you can actually paint the mesh to have it like be affected by certain areas. And that is all of the actual information. So it's pretty straightforward. There's a lot. I think I showed you guys this image before. It's actually, rigging as an art is extremely time intensive and complicated and very cool, but we're not going to do any of this. We're just gonna make a couple bones, and then we'll get back to working on our meshes. So I'll turn back on Blender. There we go. Okay, so This one's already rigged, and I've already rigged it twice today, so I want to rig a different one. Let's open up. Where's my fire girl? There she is. Okay, so fire girl, here she is. So let's start from the beginning. Press 1 on the number pad, and our cursor is already over here, or it was, but I moved it over there. So in case you lose it, Shift C brings it back to the center. We can actually hide this, we don't need it. And what we're going to do is we're going to Shift A or press Object, wait, add, an armature. And so now there's an armature sitting right down here. It's very small and it doesn't do anything, but it's there and it exists and it should bring you joy. Let's name it Fire Girl Armature. Awesome. Okay, so back to front view. Let's go into Edit with Tab, and we're going to grab the little top dongle. And actually, you know what, before we do anything, let's actually go to this sort of orange square thingy. I guess it's the object properties, and go to Viewport Display and set it to go in front. It used to be called X-ray, but now it's called in front. So now you can see it through the mesh. So right to the front. And we're going to extrude up. So if you press extrude, okay, so I go back. Okay, so press E to extrude, boink, and it goes in all directions. But you don't want it to go in all directions, you just want it to go up. So you press Z to lock it into that axis. If you pressed X, it would lock it into this one, and then Y would do the third axis. But we want Z. So let's, and click to set that down. So now our problem is we don't want this root to be as tall as this. That's just not, it's not cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to press Alt P, and this is all in the slides that I posted, so don't worry, it's also in the YouTube walkthrough. And we're going to disconnect this bone. Boink. We're going to take it, GZ, and just move it up. And let's, nope, 1. And grab the top one, and wait. And then we'll extrude again. And whoa, that's, oh, I was holding it, that's interesting. Huh, just press it once. There we go. So that is the body and the head. Let's take some time to name them. So we got the middle one. Let me go to our little bone tab here. Bone. And we'll call this body. I always get so paranoid that you guys can't hear me anymore when the chat goes quiet. I assume you're all just really focused. Okay. So that's that one. And then for the arms, I think that we'll do 2 bones for those. So we extrude EX to go to the side, grab it, all good here, perfect. Alt P, disconnect bone, and just drag it to the side with X. You can even free place it so it's right where you want it to be. And I'll grab this guy, bring it down there. You know what, I'm even gonna do 3 bones. Yeah, look at that. I'm really going wild. And now, EZ, Alt P, subby mode. Ha! Forgot about those things. I forgot I even made those. Yeah, good times. Good times on Twitch. And EZ, bring it down. 3 on the number pad to look to the side. And EY to go out like that. Okay, so now we have up arm, mid or low arm, and hand, thigh, shin, and foot. And let's name them accordingly. So up arm dot L. Oh, not greater than L. There we go. Up arm dot L. Low arm dot L. What would that even be called? I guess forearm is the proper word for that, but I'm stuck in my ways. Just going to ham with the birds. And then thigh dot L. And it likes the naming convention dot L, and I'll show you why. Shin dot L. And foot. You guys are going mad in the chat. Dot L. Okay, we got them all. What's that one? Oh, I love it. I'm saying I'm getting Slack chats. I'm gonna try and ignore them for now. If they persist, then I'll do something about it. Okay, so what we're also gonna do is we're also gonna move the knee a little bit forward. G, Y, move it forward. You can also just grab it like this, and might as well move this one back as well a little bit. I want this little nub. There we go. Nice, just a little bit. That way, when we bend it later, it'll know what its natural bend is. Okay, perfect. Nice. All right. You guys are losing it. You're all been cooped up inside too long. You're losing your mind. Okay, so now we have these bones, and they're all named happily, and they're pleased as punch. So now what we're gonna do, we're going to take our origin point. We're gonna set it to 3D cursor. Okay, watch this. Watch this. So now the origin is here. It used to be kind of like here, wherever like the median of all the points was, but now it's here. And I'm gonna press Shift D and let go. So I'm gonna select. So it's just sitting there. So I have a duplicate that's directly over top of it. I'm gonna press Alt M. Nope. Control M X. Haha. So Control M is flip, and X tells it to flip in the X direction. So I've duplicated the skeleton. You guys are getting out of hand with the emotes. Out of hand. And now if I press Y, it lets me flip names. And now it's up arm. What? It's supposed to, what? Oh, that's annoying. I don't know why I did that. Usually it doesn't duplicate anything like that. That's silly. Well, it kind of worked, which is something. But it put stupid numbers after everything. There we go. Okay. So now we have all of our stuff, and we are happy. So let's go back to object mode. And so now, the important step, to do this in this exact order. And once again, it's right, no, here. This is the screen. Let me show you. This one. This is the screen that shows you how to attach the mesh to the skeleton. It's a little bit weird, but it makes sense. Okay. So you grab the mesh. Okay, you have a mesh. It is selected. It is yellow. Then you shift, select the armature. Now the outside is orange, and the inside, the armature is yellow. This is key. At this point, you press Control P, and then armature deform with empty groups. Boom. Okay, so now you can see that our mesh is inside of our armature now. So it's been parented. Let's save up, because I'm a fool usually who doesn't save. So if we go to our mesh and its data tab, we can see in this thing here, the vertex groups, that it has all of our bones. This one is the root bone, body, head, blah, 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 blah. So we got all this fun stuff. So how, you ask, do you tell a bone which part of the mesh it belongs to? So we go to the mesh and we go into edit mode. And here we simply tell it by hovering over and pressing L, anything that's selected, assign to whatever is selected here. So if head is selected here, all of this stuff that is yellow, if we press assign, it is now part of that bone, right? And how do you know it's okay if we aren't in our mesh? Yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah, you guys will have, like, all this information is not going anywhere, so don't worry. Did I give myself n-gons? Unforgivable. Sorry, I'm saying I have to stop and fix it. I'm sorry. I'm still in pivot point. I need median pivot point. I'm gonna merge these at the center. There we go. I've failed myself and others. And hit. Oh, okay. Did I do that anywhere else? No, I don't think so. Okay. Oh, sorry. Ew. Okay. So now, how do you know if your head is actually attached to the bones? Well, you go and you select head and you press select. And if it selects when you press that, that means it is part of that thingy. And I'm actually going to include the neck as well, because I want that in there as well. Nice. So now when I go out of edit mode and I select the armature and I go to pose mode, this works. Yay! Wahahaha! Okay. And if you want to reset a bone, Alt R is to reset. So let's say we have it here and it's big, right? So Alt S is just reset the scale. Alt R is to reset the whatchamacallit, rotation. And like let's say this is over here. Alt G resets. So R, S, and G, just like everything else, it's Alt that, and then it'll put it back. Oh. Okay, so let us continue our magical quest. Yeah. Oh, I moved it. Be very, very, very careful. Save up. Okay, so let's do the body next. And let's go body. And now that's assigned there. And I'm gonna actually add some more edge loops to these knees. I can foresee this being a problem. There we go. It's not gonna bend properly otherwise. Okay, nice. And so now, here's where things get a little bit interesting, okay? So, let's take this sort of shawl, for example, right? So, it's all one big piece, but it's kind of connected to both arms, right? So, I'm saying would figures work the same? Would fingers work the same? Yes. Can't see your amateurs anymore. No. Did you press this button? Did you press the I button? Because that might get you. Yeah, everything kind of works exactly the same. Yeah, it doesn't really matter like what it is. It's just whatever points you have attached to a certain vertex group, that's the bone that it's assigned to. And you're already losing your mind. And you can have it attached to multiple bones, which is pretty cool. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So let's go into weight paint mode. So now we're in that blue mode I showed you before, right? And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna press this little button up here, this paint mask button. It's very small, it's very insidious, but it's very important because what it does is this. And that means that you cannot paint anywhere else. So I can paint here, but I can't paint here. So that's very, very important. So the back of this is going to be, let's do our gradient. The back of this is going to be attached firmly to the chest. You're still lost on how to connect it to the mesh. It is, so you select the mesh, select the armature, maybe, and you can go over this all in your own time. Like, don't feel the need to keep up right now. It's probably even better if you don't try to keep up, just because I'm going to be going at it at like just a lecture speed as opposed to waiting for everybody to catch up. And then if you have specific questions that either the slides or the YouTube don't explain, then we can talk after if that's okay. So right now I'm just I'm painting, or I'm sending a gradient. So like basically it's saying this is the strongest area of most attachment and this is the area of weakest attachment. And you can actually revert it by going, let's say you go to pressing N opens the properties menu and tool. And so, oh, hi Bugsy. My cat wants to know what's going on. Your Blender crashed? No. Yeah, this is all on YouTube. This is all on, all the slides are up, so don't worry. So basically I'm gonna take this blend from mix and set it to subtract, okay? And now I can actually be like, I don't want any of this. I can go do the gradient in the opposite direction. There we go. So now none of the front stuff is attached, which is nice. There we go. That's better. That's how I want it. There we go. Okay. Nice. So now all of this red stuff is attached to the body, and anything that's blue is not. You can always watch the VOD once the stream is over. Exactly. Yeah, this is all being recorded. Let me just double check. Yes, it is. Okay. It's good to double check. So now let's say we want the fronts of these to be the arms. So let's take up arm.l, which is this thing here, and let's go to the front and let us, for some reason you can only change the mix, like the blend mix, when you're in paint mode and not when you're in gradient mode, which is insane and stupid but silly, but oh well. And then that's one side, and then arm.r is the other side, and I'm just gonna set the subtract again. And pressing 4 on the number pad actually lets you sort of orbit, so that's what I used just now, for those who are curious. There we go. Okay. And on this side, subtract. Nice. So now, let's test it out. Object mode, go into the armature, pose mode. How does this look? It's not perfect, but it's not bad. It's I'll allow it. Yeah, that's good. Okay. What is this? New message 100? You're really sad the snack doesn't have the class doesn't have snacks this week. That is fair. I am also sad about this. I love those snacks. I live for those snacks. It sucks. Okay, back to object mode. I save. Stupid coronavirus. Stealing all our snacks. And now let's grab the arm. And for the arm, that is low arm.l. Let's go to weight paint. And now, because I selected something else in edit mode, that's the thing that is, whatchamacallit, selected. And actually, let me add some more edge loops here as well, just because it's good practice to have 3 edge loops around a joint. There we go. Okay, so back to weight paint. Oh. Back to weight paint. Low or up arm.l is, are we still in subtract? Yes, we are. Let's go back to mix. No more fruit gummies. Ooh, having dinner during class. Did you bring enough for everybody? Did ya? If not, it's rude. Dun dun dun. You got popcorn? Nice. Get a cup of milk for dinner. And my meal schedule is just so messed up today. I'm just like, see, I always work at home, but the rest of my office is also trying to work at home now, and they're just not. It's not going well for them. So they're all just like at random times of day. They're just like, Rebecca, I need help with this thing, please, 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 please. And so I ate at like 4:30. So here we are. Yeah. Is it littering? Is it littering if it's biodegradable? Legitimate question. I don't think so. Move these down a bit. Because I'm picky. Okay. And let's grab this foot apparatus here. It's a foot type thing. And we take, this is the left side. Technically, I don't know. If it's a net plus to the environment, is it a crime? Is it? I don't think so. So we're going, and I can do this one from the front. So we're on thigh.l, and we'll just take it like that, and then shin.l, and foot. There we go. Yeah, get that bottom real good. Okay. And we want to get rid of the foot from this one, so we go back to the brush, and we go to the subtract mode, and we unpaint the foot, essentially. There we go. Not perfect, but what you gonna do? You are under arrest for littering of the 2nd degree. How do you plead? Guilty. Yesterday, there was a rotten orange in my car, and I threw it on the ground. Right outside my car. Someone else ran it over. And I have no remorse. What does the jury say to that, huh? What do you have to say? You plead not guilty. You're throwing crushed chicken shells at the base of plants. Chicken shells? Oh, eggs. My God. Not applicable. Alright, so then you can just basically go back into weight paint. We're getting sidetracked here. And you can just see whatever it is. You can turn off the armature to see it a little bit better. You can see exactly with the rainbow what is attached to what. So if it all makes sense, that means you're doing something correctly, which is always good. Okay. And now, other leg. Thigh.L. And we want to make sure that we're in mix, not subtract. I find this very annoying that you can't change it from wherever you want, but such is life apparently. There we go. And foot. There we go. There we go. Okay, nice. And then now we reverse it. Subtract. And let's write shin. And we don't want this. So we're going to do this. And we're going to do this. There we go. I'm trying my best to understand what Becca's doing, but brain stops working. That's okay. What I'm basically doing is I'm telling what parts of the mesh belong to what bones. So like I have all these bones, right? And each of them has a name that I gave it before I attached the mesh to the bones. And so I'm just going through the list and I'm telling it what parts of the mesh it wants to be friends with, basically. So I go this, I press assign, and that is that. So now, and I can be like, okay, it's easier to see in the weight paint mode. So you zone out for 2 seconds and now it's gradient colors. Yeah, so I'm in a mode called weight paint mode. So what red means is that it is fully like 100% like best friends with this bone. So this is, anything that's red is foot.r, like 100%. Brain.exe has stopped working. Anything that is blue is 100% not associated at all. And anything that's between them, so like the rainbow, is kind of like in the middle. So how that looks when you press the bones in pose mode is kind of like this nice, kind of like curves it nicely. So it's like, yeah, so now you've got like bones, essentially. Nope, I don't want to do that. There we go. Bone will move red, bone will not move blue. Exactly. Exactly. And just give a nice walking pose. Oh, wait. Okay, this is going to blow your minds. Okay, so I'm going to take a bone, and I'm going to go to my bone constraints properties, which is the one below regular bone. This is only available during pose mode, so be aware. I'm going to go to my favorite setting, inverse kinematics. And what this does is it calculates where these bones should be. So I can do chain length of 1, 2, 3, and you can see where it's attached by this little yellow line here. And now the whole thing moves as one big fun party. 1, 2, 3. Nice. I can do it for these two, because why the heck not? 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. So now she's like, listen. Listen up. Here's the story about rigging and why it is important. Mostly because you can do random stuff like this. And this is all in the YouTube as well, so it shows you all this stuff. So Alt-R is to get everything back to where it was. But yeah, so that pretty much is rigging. Like, we're done. You can do fun stuff like go to the bone tab, pick its relations, and then make it stop inheriting rotation. And that makes things really fun. So now you can be like, Or you can do like the Macarena. Like dun 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 Macarena. Wah! Like that, basically. Which, dear God, what did I just do? Put it back, put it back. Okay. All the dun 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 right upside down. Dun 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 dun. Basically, you don't think that's healthy. When the mesh is all colorful, it looks like a thermal scan. So now it is alive. It is alive. She's alive. Okay. Was that the floss? Wait. Can I make it happen? Wait. Oh no, I can't. Shoot. It kind of works. If I could, there it is. It's like half the floss. I don't even know anymore. There it is. No. Okay, so you missed step 1, and that's okay. So I'm just gonna save, and then I'm gonna make a new file, which is just Firegirl 2. So that would be me, basically going back and just doing it again for those in the back. So basically, let us get rid of these things, go into object mode, grab this, Alt-P, clear parent. Nope, Alt-P, clear parent on the mesh, because the mesh is parent to the thing. So now it's back out. Get rid of this bad boy. Now it's gone. Now we're back to whatever we were before this. So the first step, once again, I'm gonna go really fast this time. Should be throwing it back now. Our little cursor is here. Shift A, create armature. Boink. So don't try and follow along. Just watch, and that way you will not miss. You see, this is our root node. What we do is we go into edit, we grab the top, we extrude it up with E, and then we detach it. Alt P, disconnect bone. Boink. And we're also gonna make sure we can see in front. So it's in the Object Properties tab, Viewport Display in front. So now we can see it through the mesh. And we move it up, GZ, yoink. Extrude up, Z to lock it in, boom. Extrude to the side, X to lock it in, Alt P, disconnect bone. And then we just grab that, extrude, and same thing from here, EZ, Alt P, disconnect. Bring that down, bring that up, and bring it to the front, EY. And we just move this up a little bit. Yoink. So that is how flossing is not permitted in these parts. You thought you were the only one who missed step 1. Yeah, don't worry. It's all in the YouTube. The YouTube is like 15 minutes long, and you can pause it, which is the best part of YouTube. Like, I know I've said this before, but like, I don't like real life lectures for that exact reason, just because it's so hard to follow along. So we go and we grab them one at a time, and we can go to this little bone tab, and we can name them things like root, body, head, up, arm, dot L. I'm gonna do it right this time. Forearm, dot L. And then hand, dot L. Okay. And then thigh, dot L. And shin, dot L. He's staring at the screen intensively. And foot, dot L. Okay, so now we take the parts that we want to duplicate, and we go, and I had a cool way of doing it, which was involving like moving around the 3D cursor last time, but I'll just show you how to do it like the easy way, essentially. Shift D, X, move it over there, Control M, which is flip, X, and this is all in the slides as well. And then just roll it in. It doesn't have to be exact. We're not building a rocket here. So that's that, and then flip the names. And it's very annoying that it puts the 001 after it now, which honestly is rude. Before it didn't do that. There we go. Like, what's the point of flipping the name if it's just going to put 001 after everything? It's just rude. Oh, follower. That scared the shit out of me. Oh, sorry, language. Okay, so that's that. And then let's go back to object mode. Okay, step 1 of attaching. You grab the mesh. You grab the armature. You are telling the meat that it needs to attach itself to the bone, not the other way around. One does not attach a skeleton to meat, you attach meat to a skeleton, okay? Cool, we're all on the same page. Or whatever kind of creature you have. If it's like a pineapple, I guess pineapples don't have bones, but for today, they're made out of meat. We have meat pineapples. The meme, like the girl dancing, I think it's just on gif.me or whatever it is. Anyways, you've attached, you got the meat. You get the you shift select the skeleton. Control P. You are telling the meat. Okay, you're telling the meat that it needs to be listening to the skeleton, but we don't want to tell it. Wait, 1 second. I've gotten ahead of myself. I have to delete the first, because it still thinks it's attached to the old one. There we go. Get rid of those. Take the meat. You tell it, skeleton, this is your new boss. Control P, and you want to tell it this is your new boss, but not exactly how, right? Like, you don't want the computer to decide for you. Like, if you want, you can use envelope weights, but that never works. So I use empty groups. So now you can see the meat is under the skeleton. Great, cool. Okay, save it again. So now, as you can see, the bones move, but nothing else is moving with it. Why has this happened? So it's because we have not told the points, which points are associated with which bones. And you can see here we have our list of bones. And just like the first time, we're gonna grab the head, boink, and press assign. Boom. And now, let me go into pose mode. Now it works. I've missed the neck, which is a bummer. It's a bummer. She's all sad now. She's like, ugh. I missed my neck. So you go back, and you go to object mode, select the mesh, edit mode, grab the neck, and assign that one too. Nice. And you go and grab the body, and you assign it. And if let's say you're like, I don't feel comfortable doing all this stuff with the weight paints, right? So like, let's say you just wanna, I'll do one arm with weight paints and one arm without. So I'll do the one without first. So let's simplify this by grabbing only the arms and pressing Shift H. So that hides everything except for those. So that is just the arms and the shoulders, which is all good. So now, let's say we want this arm. Actually, you know what, let's get rid of the shoulders for now because it's a bit complicated. That too. H to hide. And Engons. Oh, I'm a monster. What happened? What happened to me? There we go. I wonder if there's some hiding in here. Oh, gross. Okay, they're gone. Couldn't handle it. Okay, so let's say we want just the top of the arm to be with arm.l, assign, and just the bottom to be for arm.l, and just this to be the hand. Nice. So that totally works. 100%. So we can go into edit pose mode. Let's undo this with Alt R. And so now, totally works. It's not quite as smooth. Like, see how there's like a weird bending there? This is why I don't like to do this as much, is because it doesn't quite capture the smoothness as well. Whereas, so like, let's say, let's compare this. So this is what this one looks like without the smoothness. So on the other side, we're going to go and we're going to do the same thing. Let's bring all the stuff back and grab just the stuff you want to edit and go into weight paint mode, which is right here. And let's go to uparm.r. And we press this little button over here, which is our mask thingy, and it tells us we only want to paint the stuff that we have selected in edit mode. So let's, where's my, there we go, it was hiding. So apparently that hides for some reason. You want to make sure in your blend settings it's set to mix, which is under your draw. And you use the gradient, uparm.r, and you just kind of like drag the colors. There we go. And you drag those colors. And we can even do this. That's kind of fun. Sure. But now we have another problem. And the problem is that we have certain things that are selected that we don't want selected, right? Like we don't want this hand to be selected. So what we can do is we can go into back to the draw, subtract, back to gradient, and now when we drag, it's the other way around. See? Wait. Actually, that's not the right way to do that. This is the easiest way. Just take that and remove it. So now, that's what it looks like. So it's the hand looks like that looks like that, the form looks like that, and this is the upper arm. And as you can see, we've got the rest of this, which we don't want. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that, not add to. Silly thing. There we go. Make sure it's selected. And gradient, and you just pull it across. There we go. Nice. And that's how you, ooh, too much. There we go. Nice. So now, let's see how that looks. So we go to pose mode. Let's bring this up. And let's bring this forward. It's not perfect, but it is better. So this one looks like that, and this one looks like that. See? It's better. It's passable. Let's see what's going. We got some birds. Got some birds in the chat. Oh. See it for the kids in the back. Birds in the chat. Birds in the chat. Birds in the chat. Okay. So those are the arms. And then once again, we have the feet. Let's grab those. Boom. Side view. Boom. Weight paint. We shall select thigh.l. Put down. Oh, we need to actually get the mix. And we'll bring down, just drag down with the gradient some nice colors, and up some nice colors, and foot some nice colors. Lovely, just lovely. Okay. And we want to get rid of colors we don't want, such as these colors. Those are in the wrong spot. We don't want them. And because these are easier to grab in edit mode and not have to worry about how they work in the gradient. Hello there, Coco Mancito. Welcome to my official class that I teach. This is Coco, everybody. They're a game dev that I met at Ludum Dare. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a while. Welcome back, man. Hey. We're just doing rigging in Blender. Feel free to hang out, I suppose. I don't know. Might be below or above, yeah, below your level. So, yeah. Alrighty. So yeah, we're just, and so like we can do for the exact same example. We can see on this side, like let's select these and select these things. And what am I? What are these endgons coming from? I didn't leave these here. I wouldn't have left these here everywhere. I wouldn't have done that. I must have done that. Oh my gosh. I am sorry, guys. I am sorry. Goodness gracious. I don't deserve to be your teacher. Clap, clap, clap. There we go. Yeah, so shin.r. And like you can totally, with perfect utility, just do the whole thing like this. In fact, it's probably a lot easier. So if you feel like the gradient rainbows are a bit much, I don't feel like you have to do them. And now we pose. And bring it all... Ugh, what did I miss? Something... I've clearly missed a side. Who could this be? Oh, you know what it is? It's that one point in the middle there. You monster. I know, I know, I know. I deserve it. I deserve all the hatred. Actually, what you can do, I think from this mode, you can go weight paint. And you can just turn off the mask. You can actually paint it right from here. So you can be like, you belong over there. Get over there. Perfect. And now it knows where it belongs. I wonder if the same thing happened over here. Nope. For some reason it didn't happen over there. It must have had to do with the way it was painted. So now she can be like, it's just like in a tiny car. An imaginary little car. Beep, beep. There we go. You never done weight painting? It's fun. Okay, well, I don't know how much more I can go over rigging. It's honestly not super complicated at this level. But yeah, so in the Discord for the course, sorry Coco, you're not allowed. I have in general, I have course material. I have the walkthrough video, which is I think like 15 minutes long. So if you didn't catch something here, just feel free to go in there. And then there's also the slides, which I went through briefly at the beginning. Yeah, pretty much straightforward stuff. I'm gonna look at the chat for a second, make sure nobody's got any questions. If you copy a leg after you have weight painted it, does it still have the same painting? It might actually. I'm actually genuinely curious. Let's find out. Okay, so let's say I go in here and I take this leg and I copy it over here. What happens? Ah! It does. Well, something is happening. I love 3D art so much. Wait. Okay, wait. Okay, one second. I have to. Okay. Ah! What is happening? Beautiful. Just beautiful. What over here? So, in answer to your question, no, you should not duplicate a part of the mesh after it's been painted. Or, if you must, simply you have to go through and literally go through all of these and press remove. And then it will stop thinking it's the old thing. So you can, let's say you duplicate like the arm. If you go in through and you remove all the parts of it that were arm, so now it's normal, right? Well, what's this leg doing? What did I do? But I could be like, you are now all part of the foot. And just be like, there you are. Now it's part of the foot. The end. Everything is on fire now. Sleep paralysis demon. Purple. Wait, why is everything purple? What's a highlight? How are you doing this? How are you doing this? Shoot fly. Oh, what is channel points? That's new. I'm gonna get started. Highlight my message. Haha. So everybody just has like infinite points? I appreciate this. This is fun. I like Twitch. I miss Twitch so much. Channel points. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that's the lecture, I guess. We have I have unlimited. Ha ha ha. I am the master of this domain. Oh. Followers. Whammy no. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna be in the Discord doing critiques for the next little while as you guys just work. I know this is not as fun as being there in person. I hope it's been kind of like novel at least. Oh. Gotta dance, gotta do the dance. But yeah, so I'll be in the Discord doing critiques, and I guess I'll see you guys next week. So next week, we're gonna be doing animating. And so what animating is, let me show you real quick. Animating is this joyful nonsense. Let me split this, vertical split. Actually, wait, that'll do. Okay, so let's say I insert keyframes, channel. It's different now than it was before. 1 second. Keyframe type. No. Do I want... Oh, I want the timeline marker. Keying? Aha! Active keying set. I want location, rotation, and why not scale? So basically at 0, I said 0. Oh, okay, 1, fine. So let's say this is where we're at 1, and I press I to insert keyframes. So now I have keyframes here. And let's say at 32 frames, it's a nice number. I have the same keyframes. And I go in the middle, and I do this, and I make it big. I insert those keyframes, and let's play this from 1 to 32. There. We have an animation, everybody. And so basically you can export these animations to Blender, and this is what you get. This is what you get. I'm transfixed. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do next week, but like properly, and we'll go over some cool stuff like actual animation techniques and how to do it not terribly. So that will be fun. Okay. I will see you guys next week. Bye. And I'm gonna put this recording on YouTube right away. So see you soon.